What's up, guys? Welcome to Elvis is the Man. I want to tell you about the story that happened to Elvis. It's quite interesting. I found it very interesting. I know you will too. About Elvis playing Houston Astrodome in the end of February, early March 1970. Now, this was after his first 2 seasons in Las Vegas. So you got to remember, Elvis did do his comeback, but he never really played yet to a live crowd. I mean, yeah, he played in Vegas, but you got to admit, a Vegas crowd is way different than a crowd touring America. Elvis hadn't been on tour since 1957. He did play in 61 after the Army and did a few shows and got a taste of it, but Elvis hadn't had the taste of a live, genuine Elvis fan crowd since 1961, so you had to admit Elvis was probably a little apprehensive. It was met with initial disappointment, but then, well, let me let you hear the story first before I tell you what happens. Alright, so like I was saying, at the end of Elvis' second season, at the end of February, he flew in on February 25th, which was a Wednesday, on Kirk Kerkorian's airplane. That was the guy he was playing for in Las Vegas. Colonel didn't want a lot of the people on the plane back with Elvis, like, you know, his mafia buddies, the band and all that, because he was like, oh, we can't keep track of them and too much money, you know, typical Colonel fashion. So Elvis, when he landed in Houston, he had a quick press conference at the airport, which I wish we'd have some footage of. You know, so many people claim to have footage of these things. I'd like to see it, but there probably was some. He had a quick press conference with the press there that met him, and so he was getting ready for his first real, in my opinion, live appearance since 1961. And you know, so these thoughts had been going through Elvis' head, like, can I still draw a crowd? You know, what if I can? What if I still don't have it in me? You know how doubt is. Like, yeah, I did good in Vegas, but you know, that's a different crowd there. What if, I mean, there's a lot of people here. There's only 2,000 at in the Vegas Hilton. You know, there's thousands of people here. What if I can't fill it? What is the press gonna say? What about it if it's in the paper? You know what had me going in Elvis's head. So the next day, on Thursday, February 26th, the rehearsals begin, and Elvis soon realizes that the sound in the Astrodome sucks. It's not made for concert appearances. The band can't hear itself. There's too much echo. So Elvis just tells Glenn Hardin, his piano player, don't fight it, just go ahead and play. Don't worry about it. So this is really where the story begins. Alright, so the first show is Friday at 2 p.m., February 27th. Elvis does a press conference, and this is the one we all know. This is where, you know, he's relaxed, and we've all seen this footage, or at least a lot of us have. So here it is right here. This is the common one that we have all seen, and Elvis is very relaxed for his first big appearance, but you know, it'll be a little different later on. So he enters with the Jeep to the Astrodome, and Elvis, you know, during the concert is very discouraged by the indifferent response that he gets from the crowd and the capacity of the crowd. There wasn't a big turnout for his 2 p.m. show, and Elvis was, you know, really upset. And also the crowd didn't seem as enthusiastic as what he thought they should be. When Elvis got back to his hotel, he says, I guess I just can't bring it in like I used to. You know, that had to be a low point. Like, think about it. Elvis is like, man, what the heck? Is it over for me? At the least, maybe I can just play Vegas. But I'm at the Houston Astrodome, and I can't draw a huge crowd. So as the story goes, Elvis takes a nap and to get ready for his later show that night. As he wakes up to get ready for the show, he pulls back the curtain and he sees lines and lines of cars, miles long. And Elvis is thrilled, like you can imagine, like from the pit to just the mountaintops again. He's like, yes, I can do it. It was just a fluke. And really, you know what happened, if you think about it, his first show was Friday at 2 p.m. People were at work for this show, there was 36,299 people. He broke an all-time attendance record from the Astrodome for over 10,000. Well, actually, there was 10,000 more people there. So Elvis is enthusiastic again, happy again, feeling good about himself, optimistic about his future. Saturday the 28th, they broke an evening record for an indoor rodeo performance. There was 43,614 people. That's a huge crowd. Think about it. Elvis playing to 43,000 people in his prime in 1970. We do have some audience footage of this, which I've been showing you, and it's really awesome. There is some audio of it, and I remember there was a bootleg CD of it, which some of you will know, but the sound is just so crappy. I just never really listened to it that much. But and you also had to think, like, it must have been hard for the crowd to see him. He was so far away in the middle. But Elvis did a few other concerts in '74, and so he obviously went back. The next day, March 1st, Priscilla flies in, and so that's a little interesting too. No pictures of her and him there. But March 1st, Elvis has presented 5 gold records, and we are very familiar with these photos. He gets them for Don't Cry Daddy, In the Ghetto, Suspicious Minds, and the LPs from Elvis in Memphis, and From Memphis to Vegas, From Vegas to Memphis. So Elvis had such a good 2 years here. In '69, he had all those good recordings in Memphis in January and February. He has his comeback season in July, August, has some time off, gets back, and has a very successful second season. He's awarded gold records for his recordings and singles, and now he just breaks records at the Houston Astrodome with thousands and thousands of people seeing him in Texas. So Elvis is riding high. He gets a gold Rolex King Midas watch and a deputy badge, and I guess Colonel wanted one too, so they made sure Colonel got one. But alright guys, that's the little story I wanted to tell you, and I thought it was very interesting when I first heard it, and I wanted you guys to hear it also. So thanks again for watching. Make sure you like the video. It helps to grow the channel if you like it. And if you didn't like it, hit dislike too. That's fine. Comment down below. Tell me what you think about this experience happening to Elvis. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and check me out on ElvisistheMan Instagram. Talk to you later.